Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Tormentum, Dark Sorrow, Blind. I'm here in the kitchen again, or rather still, and I have an option to, in the future, create poison, to poison the monster that's guarding the Ratman, but I don't have all of the ingredients yet, and even then I'm not entirely sure whether I should be freeing him, but I think I will, for the reasons I talked about, and will reiterate once the decision comes. Oh, there is something glowing over here. I didn't notice it last time. I fished out a leather belt. Oh, I think I could use it to connect the two gears, because there were gears operating the drainage in the sewers, and they were unconnected, so I think I could perhaps use them now by connecting them via this belt. Indeed. The belt has connected the cogs, the machine works and the water level is dropping, and now I can go further down. This is another piece of the medallion. I found the other half of the stone medallion. There's some kind of a design engraved on it. A bas-relief depicting a spider. I've seen an identical one on the door, some levels above. So this probably locks the door with the spider. So I can either open it, or and this would lead to the death of the guard, I guess. Or I can keep it closed. Like, the more I learn about the owners of this castle, the less I like them. But I don't particularly wish death upon them. I just want to escape and maybe to save the others that are being tortured. Like, I don't know what the sort of hierarchy here is. Presumably the guards don't make the actual policy, as it were. You know, they are not the rulers. So I don't particularly wish death upon them. I have to find a missing part. Can't turn it. Also, there seems to be something missing in the central circle. Is it one of those? It is. I have to find a missing part. Still missing. Oh, Okay, but I have the medallion that I think would fit over here. Where was it exactly? Yeah, this looks like the proper place for this. So what am I trying to do here? Doesn't work, I have to start again. I don't quite know what I'm doing. Like, I thought I was following the numbers? I can't click on either of the twos. To be honest, I have no idea what I'm actually doing here. Like, what is the goal of this puzzle? I have no idea. So I guess I can only click on the symbol that has one of the hands of the clock pointing on it, but for now, for example, they point at nothing, and I can click on anything. Ah, so the number is the number of sort of spaces it moves to after I click on a particular part. So for example, from here it would move 1 and then 2 onto those, right? Yes. So from here once would be onto this, then twice onto this, and then thrice. So this is not going to work. How about this? Twice onto this, and then once onto this. Okay, so this should work, right? Because once is over there, and then twice is once over here for this, and twice is over here. Success, the gate should open now. Okay, there's a large piece of meat. The place is a nightmarish dining room of some sorts. I've picked up a piece of meat. Somebody won't be eating dinner tonight. A painting of a ghastly night. And picked up another eye, presumably for the puzzle with the spider. The signature at the bottom of the letter looks intriguing. I'll copy it into the notebook just in case. The time of judgment has come upon a great number of beings marked by evil. Their place of existence is well known to us, a village called Frozen Tears. The inhabitants once helped us build our castle. The lazy beings did their work reluctantly, then they dared to rebel against us in the end. This time, the time for them to remain unpunished is finally over. We took extra measures to purge this vile place by the purest suffering. The first time we will use the paralyzing fog which will precede our assault. The helpless creatures will be then wiped out by our amassed forces, supported by the freshest recruits joining the castle ranks, specifically for the purposes of this mission. Okay, looks suspiciously like war crimes and genocide to me. As I said, the members of the owners of this castle are not doing much to endear themselves to me. But where would I place the last eye? I found the last ruby eye. I think I'm able to rotate the circles now. Okay, but what do I... Okay, so I do want to keep it closed, right? I don't particularly want to kill the god, and even then, the spider escaping might actually be a problem for me. Because it's supposedly very deadly. There's also that woman in the cage. Yeah, I think I'll just keep it shut. The ruby eyes brought the mechanism to life. But have I made the right decision? Well, I don't know. The door to the spider room seems to be tightly shut now. I can see the machine extracting the poison is working well. Okay, what do I had something else to do. Yeah, this. Because I think the symbols over here are kind of reminiscent to this. So 3 X's, you say? That doesn't seem to correspond with this necessarily. Okay, let's talk with the guard in the spider room first. The door closed properly. Poison flows through the pipes again. Someone must have fixed the device in the sewers. I am no longer needed here. I'm going back to my duties. Okay, so what about you? Please open this cage. The court jester had me imprisoned here. All along he had conspired against me. I should have gotten rid of him long ago. He can keep me here as long as he pleases, but he can't kill me. He knows very well what will happen then. Help me, and I will not forget. Yeah, to be honest, like, I don't know what she has done, but I know for a fact I'm not going to kill her. Because I'm not in a habit of killing people I know. Well, to be honest, I'm not in the habit of killing people at all. That's probably... that's, obviously, I mean, you know, in fiction, in games. I'm, you know, not very keen on the idea of just killing someone because a random guy has ordered me to do so without any justification for it. So, even though, you know, it might not be the best idea to let her go, per se, out of the two alternatives, I actually prefer that. So, wait. But if I use the blade key on this, will it kill her or open the cage? And how can I tell? Please open the cage. Yeah, but how? There's poison behind the glass inside. Door is locked. Indeed it is. I'm worried to use the blade key because it is both a key and a blade. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen when I try to use it. What are you waiting for? Go forth and kill the witch. How about no? I'm pretty sure I have the information needed to solve this, but I don't really know how to utilize it. Like, I guess from the default position it would be this 3 times, then the freaking T 2 times, I guess, and then this, what is it, 2 times, and then finally this once. It wasn't easy, but I finally managed to put the springs in the correct position. So I can either make the spikes jut out and kill the guard, or I can make them just recede into the wall. Like, the guard strikes me as a very cruel person with what he was saying, but again, I don't think he's actually the one making the policy. Like, I don't think he made all of the rules that govern this place. I think he's just doing his job. And I know it's not a justification. It's not a good justification, because that's literally what actual Nazis said at the Nuremberg trials. Like, that was the top defense of pretty much every war criminal in the history of ever. Is that they were following orders, or that what they were doing was technically legal according to the law of the Third Reich. So that's not a good excuse, but still, I don't know that much about the guard. I think it's safer to bet on the side of caution, because there's still this point that even if I'm not sure, I'm not actually a fan of vigilantism, and I'm specifically not a fan of lynching. Like, I don't think it's healthy for a society for people to punish whom they consider to be immoral by themselves without the use of the actual, system of the law, because there's a huge potential of abuse from that guard is torturing the other guy specifically because he believes that he's evil and he deserves punishment. So if I would kill him right now, without due process, without the chance to explain himself, that's pretty much the other side of this coin. That's me killing him because I think he's doing something wrong, and I think I have the right to end his life as a result of that. I don't think I necessarily do. So let's just reseed the spikes. The sound of torture I heard earlier have stopped. Yeah, and I should be able to steal his key now that he's distracted. The guard is busy fixing the machine. It would be unwise to attract his attention. Wait, he's literally using the key to fix the machine, so I can't take it. It doesn't look like there's anything else I can take. What's the recipe for poison again? Take a bit of meat and the poison from the spider, combine them in the pot, and then feed it to the monster. So I guess what I do need now is a way to now I have to poison the meat, a way to somehow gather poison from the spider. Like, there was a segment about how supposedly the poison is circling through the tubes, but I don't know how to extract it from there. Okay, I'm really unsure as to what effect using the blade knife on her would have. Please open this cage here, but I don't know how, because it is a key as well as a knife, so it's really ambiguous as to what would happen if I used it on her. It might very well kill her, which wouldn't be a desired result from me at all. And there seems to be no easy way to actually save and try that, because the game seems to save over my progress all the time. So, because I wouldn't consider it cheating to reload in here. The rules of the game itself are very unclear. Wait, maybe I can stab the meat with the poison in here, but I don't think... Can I gather it again from the kitchen? I can't. I can't actually. So that's partially a clue, I guess. It means that there must exist a way to solve this puzzle that's sort of outside the province of taking the meat to the door. excuse me, to the door with the spider. There has to be a way to solve that independently. What about you? Have you spoken to my brother, the halberdier? Yeah, I did. He's actually gone. He went his own separate way. This is the furnace, but I don't have any fuel. Okay, I'm a little bit stuck. But it's mostly because I'm worried about actually using the knife key on the witch, because I'm not sure whether the game will interpret that as me trying to open the cage with the key, or as me trying to kill the person inside with a knife. And that's an uncertainty I'm rather uncomfortable about. Because obviously it spells possibility of actual literal death for that person, which is a rather high risk situation. There's nothing to do here. I cannot take it again, so it must remain here. I don't see anything else that I can take from here. I'm really worried about using this, because I don't want to kill her, and I'm worried that the game will interpret it as such, and there does not seem to be an easy way of reloading, because the game seems to be constantly saving over my progress. So I don't know, really. Like, there still should be some way of taking the poison from here, right? Because it says here there's a container behind the glass with poison inside. So there should be a way to like crack it and take the poison for the poisoning of the meat. I don't think there's anything earlier. Well, apart from the monster himself. Okay, he just repeats himself. This is still blocked on account of the monster. Like, the only thing I can even think of is trying the knife key on the cage, but I'm really worried that it's going to kill her. So I'm unsure about that. Okay, I need to pause for a second, be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, problem is I still don't really know what to do. This is a key, but it's also a blade, so I find it a very perfidious kind of item, because whenever I try to use it, I'm not sure what the game is going to interpret that as. Wait. He did drop the key. I thought this was the key. But in my defense, it is rather difficult to notice sometimes, because those spikes in the foreground, they rather effectively cover it in certain conditions. So I apologize for not seeing that. Let's grab it. I've taken the key with a spider-shaped handle, and it's probably for the cage of the witch, because she's being held prisoner. There should be a room with the switches behind that door, the one I've just been to. I have to go down to the sewers. Yeah, that doesn't really matter. I want to go back up. What? Sure. I need to go back down first. Because the witch is being held in a room right next to the spider. So that should check out. And I am going to let her out, because regardless of what she has done, I don't believe she deserves to slowly rot to death in a cage, especially because being here seems to involve a whole lot of torture as well, which I don't condone in the slightest. So let's just let her go and hope it's not going to end badly for anyone. Oh. Interesting. Door is open. I can go in now. But why would I want to? There's supposedly a deadly spider inside. My predecessors ended up as spider food. I found the remains of a bird's nest. Okay, I can use that to light a fire in the furnace. It didn't work. I must have forgotten something. Notes. Someone must have conducted some experiments here. Yeah, but how does that help me, really? And what do those even portray? Spheres. Okay. There's an oddly shaped hole in the puppet's head. Okay, so it's clear I have to do something with this. There's a spider right next to... I need the spider's venom. So let's try this. Red, green, blue. To be honest, I'm not even sure if this is the correct one. Like, this supposedly spells death, which is not a great sort of... it's not a great prognostic, so I would think it's not this. Nope. Okay, so this is this setting. So we did. If it doesn't work now, then at least I know it's not this, because it is correct according to this. So if it doesn't work, it's straight up not this. So it's not this. So let's try the one with the freaking death, I guess. Although, as I said, it seems to me, at first glance, not a particularly great prognostic, but supposedly it's singled out for a reason. Success! The machine smelted the symbol. I picked up the metal symbol. It's still warm to the touch. It doesn't seem like that great of an idea to use it, what with it seemingly symbolizing death, but it clearly did work. The metal symbol fits the hole in the puppet's head. Okay. So will the spider die now by devouring it? Well, at least its leg has fallen off. Something fell away from the spider. The puppet he devoured was a rather deadly snack. I've picked up the spider's severed leg. Okay. I still don't know how to free her, to be honest. Because the key was to this door rather than her cage. Okay, let's create the poison. I will worry about that afterwards. But I can light the furnace now, I think, by doing this. I managed to light the fire inside the furnace, and this should power up the kitchen, right? I fixed the furnace. The room immediately got warm. It should bring heat to the kitchen as well, and flame to the stove, if I understand this correctly. The poison is ready. Time to feed the beast. I've prepared the poisoned meat. Okay, but I still don't know what to do about the witch, or how to free her, even if I wanted to. Regardless, I will think about it next time, because I feel this episode has been long enough. So that's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.